Oh, starting. Okay.
It ain't started yet. All right, we live. We lit.
We live, baby.
Hey, y'all.
Hi.
We here. We made it. Mama, we made it.
Right.
Praise the Lord.
Well, yeah.
Alexis.
I'm Alexis Boston.
Jay Jones. We are here on a Tuesday night. Third time.
Yes,
We
third time.
We stayed consistent thanks to Alexis. We stayed consistent thanks to Alexis. Oh, yeah. Look.
Yay.
Oh, we got colors.
Yay.
We popping.
Let's get right.
Welcome to the shenanigans. I'm so happy to be here.
Oh, let me scoot over. Okay.
All right, guys. So,
all right, cool.
Y'all know what we here for? Are we promoting first or are we promoting at the end?
We can start. We're two moms, first of all. So excuse our tardiness, y'all.
Yes.
We're going to get it together, okay? It's 7:17. So thank you for joining right now.
Bring it in. And of course, if y'all have any questions and any comments you want to make, please feel free, share this now. As soon as you jump on, send it to a friend, a homie. We just on here doing what we do best.
Press that arrow, send it away.
There you go. All right.
So yes, like I said, we are two moms. We're also two young single women.
Yes.
Building our legacy.
Entrepreneurs out here.
We're not a businessman. We are businessman. You know that part? You know that from Jay-Z?
No. Ooh. Is that a song?
Yes. Jay-Z, famous quote from his album. I'm not a businessman.
Which one?
I'm a businessman.
My sister Sean jump on here. She gonna be talking junk because she is a Jay-Z fanatic.
Okay, so she gonna know that. She gonna know that quote.
Sean owes me.
Hey.
Who that? Hey, that's from the church. Dave, yes.
Hey,
Dave. How you doing? Welcome.
Hey, Dave.
Jump on here. Wave at us back.
Hello. That's Jasmine. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, girl. Hey. All right. So we talking about some good stuff tonight, guys. Dropping a couple of jewels on the track.
Oh yeah, our businesses.
Businesses.
We are businesswomen, like
we are.
She has J Juice, and I'm A Boss Legacy.
Yes.
And of the few things that I have, I've been promoting this light up lip gloss.
Yes.
Get a mirror and light on it.
So it's a like 2-in-1 thing. You know what I'm saying? You got the light because it be dark.
Yeah.
But then you got the mirror because
you need to look at yourself.
Like, say you in the club, but we ain't promoting the club.
Or in the car.
Okay, in the car. Mm-hmm. And you pull it out. The light come on, right? But then you can turn it and look in the mirror.
Yes. And J Juice. Listen, she has an upgrade challenge going on right now.
I do.
It's called upgrade. So get your COVID-15 out of the way before the world open back up.
I got that from her. Quarantine 15.
COVID-15.
Yeah, COVID-15. That COVID-15 that y'all been sitting in the house. Y'all been eating bread. And y'all be eating pasta and Chick-fil-A. Hallelujah. Shout out to Oreos. And everybody fat now.
Ooh. Yes. Niche. Hey,
Niche. Everybody thick now. And that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm here for you. I also want to promote this. This is Love-ish.
I love it.
I love this shirt. This is like one of my college sis, Tashia Webb. She has her own business. So you'll see me like promoting other people's stuff too. Like next week I'll have on a whole nother shirt from some of my other homies. So everybody out here, shout out to everybody out here in quarantine.
All these businesses.
Entrepreneur getting it popping. Like, so, like especially black owned businesses, guys, today was a blackout day.
Yes.
So
did y'all shop black today?
Right. Did y'all shop black? As in, did y'all not spend money? Y'all spend money.
And speaking of Niche, I have your lip gloss.
Look, Niche, that's yours.
So, no, not this one. Hit me up and I'll give you yours.
That part. So yeah, blackout day. Don't nobody shopping. I ain't had Starbucks in a long time because they was on that All Lives Matter. And that's okay. All lives do matter. But right now Black Lives Matter, so I can't support Starbucks. But that's okay. I've been making my own protein shakes because I'm doing my 21-day upgrade. All right. What are we talking about tonight, sis?
So today, as you guys can see, this is also Sex Talk. Welcome to Sex Talk with Alexis and Jay.
Welcome.
And we're talking about our waiting journey.
Yes.
And a few topics that we want to talk about. First, I believe Jay wants to talk about how Black women are sometimes more underappreciated by our Black men.
Yeah.
The most.
Yeah.
And like 50 Cent got in trouble recently. Everybody wanted to cancel him.
Yes,
he did. Because he was saying how other women are more exotic and more favorable, what have you, and the queens went in. Okay. So
yes,
I mean,
should have.
That's his preference, but I don't feel like to have a preference you should downgrade somebody else.
Right. That's not the issue.
So,
the issue is that he trying to play us like we bitter, angry, and we are. Sometimes you gotta put us in a corner. We coming out swinging. Yeah. But no, like, come on, you got a black mama, your grandmama. You know, like black women are literally like we're not equal or whatnot. Like other cultures are. It is what it is or whatever. So black men just have to do a better job of protecting us. Like for real, we protect the black men. Like we take y'all back. We accept y'all flaws and all. We take y'all excuses. We deal with y'all and as rightfully as we should, because y'all are black. Like it's a thing, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like he should not have said that. Like but it's there are true statements to that. I think black women, as I look, and I never take up for black men, so you know, like this is a new one. That's Alexis. But I do think that black women have a tendency to be harsh in our deliveries.
Yes, like sometimes they think they have to be more tougher than they need to be. Yeah. But you need that energy when you want a black woman to protect you. But ladies, we don't have to be on edge all the time.
We don't have to be on edge all the time. So, we have to do a better job. So it's a 50-50 thing, but I don't like 50 Cent. I mean, and really at the end of the day, it's 50 Cent. So, you know, he a butthole anyway. So it's like, that didn't surprise me, but it was just surprising. It was just like the audacity of this Negro.
I mean, it was very inappropriate. It was. Everybody has their opinion.
I mean, you are a black mother. You know what I'm saying? Like of two boys. I'm a mom too, but I have a daughter. So you're raising young kids, two boys. She's got two sons. So I can't imagine, you know, like your son's growing up. First of all, Alexis is one of the most gentle, like delivery speak. Like when she raises her voice, she thinks she's raising her voice. It's so cute. Like when she's disciplining her kids, it's more of passion than it is anger and frustration.
I'm gonna ask my friend Maddie. Maddie, do you think I'm like? Don't you think I can raise my voice?
At a game. At a football game.
Hesitation. Exactly. Shout out to Maddie. But yeah, come on.
That's my friend Maddie.
Maddie. She on here looking like a whole snack. Yes. Hair done. She's cute.
She can scream at games.
Yeah, but when it comes
to
like,
that's how I met her.
That's her way of saying
she was on the other side.
Right. And she was probably cheering on her son.
Who is that screaming? She gotta be from up north.
Yup. And she do. And you know what? She's from up north. So it's like, where is that like thug out aggression?
I used to be that way in college, and
she just mellowed out. Her kids made her soft. That's what it was. Your kids made you soft. Sometimes that happens.
You're right.
But she has a gentle. She's a gentle soul.
I don't.
No. She done thought she muted me.
I wish I would.
And went in on them in her way that she thought she muted them. And then she got back on the phone with me, and she like, sorry, I had to handle something. I'm like, was that you handling something?
Just like, were you yelling?
Was that your yell? Like, and I get it because I don't yell at Charlie either. But you know, she'll get the tight mouth. You know what I'm saying? But we come from mamas who yelled. You know, we come from mamas who had, you know what I'm saying, slap you in the face type mamas. So it's interesting.
Stay in the corner and wait this way.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Those type of mamas. So the fact that she, you know, you're raising kings, you know, and so it's like when they get older, they should want to, you know, like even if they dated outside their race or whatever, it should always be that respect there. That like, like don't come for me because my mama's black. My mama raised me. My mom is a good mom. My mom always had my back. She took up for me. And not that that's everyone's scenario, but that's typically the black single mom. You know, like, and then you show up with somebody who hair, you can't even use the same comb, and that's fine. That's fine. But while we in this Black Lives Matter movement, that won't the right time to be talking about.
That was bad.
Yeah, well, black women bitter and we angry. Well, why you think we like this?
Okay.
Okay, sorry. See, I'm one of them, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
I hope everyone had a good day. Hey, my sister Chosen. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hi, Chosen. Hey, Alan. What's up? What's up? But do we got some people who agree with me? Do we have any comments? Can I get an amen in the comments? Like, am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. Sis.
It's a little validity, but I do back to Black women need to do a better job too, because we treat every scenario or situation like we treat every new dude like they the old dude because we haven't taken the time to heal from the new dude, which is a good segue into one of the reasons why your singleness and you not being sexually active is a great thing, because you do have that time to like work on yourself and heal yourself, because we done been through some things. I mean, I've been through things.
Right. We've both been through some things. Mm-hmm. So if you're new to our sex talk, we are Alexis and Jay, and we have been on this journey to keeping our okay, wait, stop. Pause. Janelle has her own Black-owned hair supply business. Beauty supply store. Correct me. I had to correct myself.
Yes, beauty supply store.
So yeah, go follow her. I am Janelle Cato. Go ahead and follow her, y'all. And she did my braids.
Okay, my braids, and they cute.
Late to the God.
They is. They just late.
Well, I'm gonna have to work. I haven't quite mastered the edges part, but the braids are fire. But yes, I'm sorry, I had to promote my sis real fast.
Do your thing.
So we are ladies who are waiting. I'm waiting to marriage. Jay's waiting to engagement.
I'm gonna have to explain that. Go ahead.
Please do.
Well, we
can jump into that.
Right. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
Because we say that, you know what I'm saying? Sis, okay, so literally, like, the way in my head, if I'm dating a dude, okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. Up,
so when we thought we was gonna be 20 when we thought we was gonna be on this fairy tale after all, what did she say? I don't think it's about healing.
Wait, I'm gonna read it.
Okay, hold on, sis. So for me, I am now in my 30s. We'll be 33 in September. Praise the Lord. So in my head, look, the next dude, look, we're not taking all this time. We don't got that type of time, all right? Like, shout out to all of the people who are like engaged and in COVID, like taking that step and being like, we don't have those type of time or moments to waste anymore, or because life is just like coming at us like full. We don't know what 2020 gonna throw at us. So the fact that we have so many people who are like still like, you know what, we're gonna get married during COVID, we're gonna get engaged during COVID and keep pushing is amazing. Yes. So for me, if he come and he know in that year, soon as he put that ring on, what's up? We ain't gotta wait. We ain't gotta wait. We're gonna go straight to next week, 2 weeks strong. We're going to the courthouse. Who need to be there gonna be there. We're gonna have a dope reception. And then when we done been through some stuff, we're gonna take a month-long honeymoon. This just is me in my head. But when we done actually built something together, worked through some trials, some tribulations.
I guess that a good foundation.
So like once you're engaged, you're going to the courthouse.
We're going to the courthouse. Yeah, we don't got time to waste. Okay.
If he proposed, that means he's ready.
Yeah, that means he's ready. What we need a whole year to plan a wedding for? No. We're gonna have 5 years to plan the renewal. Yeah, take that step back. We're gonna have 5 years to plan the renewal, and then I'm gonna put on my dress. And I'm gonna walk down somebody's aisle, and then we're gonna get it popping. Like, because then it's gonna mean so much more when we say those vows. It's gonna be like, okay, what if we was in that second year together and he lost his job and I had to hold him down, or vice versa, or we had a fight and we came back from that thing. Like, when we are saying those things to one another, it's gonna be like, we 5 years in this thing, we made it, because marriages are ending 50%
of just say I'm getting married. He might as well just say
he needs to plan it. Like, dress needs to be in a box, hotel room, puzzle that thing. Like, it needs to be a scavenger hunt. Sisters, y'all hear me? Scavenger hunt that thing. Tell him that, look, Jay want a scavenger hunt. She gonna look.
You want a scavenger hunt?
That would be dope. Marriage. Yeah, engagement marriage. Nice. That would be dope.
That's like when that guy he proposed and then they had their wedding that same day. So Jay wants
exactly how it needs to be. We don't spend the whole year together because look, when you have a baby, that baby attached to you forever. It ain't no waiting period. You carry that baby for 40 weeks, and then when you have that baby, they put it right on your tip. So there's no separation after that. So while we wait 40 weeks, we together for a whole year, might as well be. And then we're gonna wait a whole nother year, and then like the sex ain't important, but the sex is important. I'm gonna want to be intimate with my man. Yeah,
so
I mean,
let's address this question.
Oh,
so she said,
hey,
I don't think Shar.
Hey, Shar.
LaMonica has this Nana Pudding, y'all. LaMonica, if you're on here, wave, say something.
Yeah,
y'all. She makes us I couldn't eat it because I'm trying to get rid of this COVID 15 pounds. But she makes this Nana Pudding. It's banana pudding for people who don't know what Nana is, and it's in a jar. And I've been seeing that it's amazing. So I'm gonna try it.
We want some of that after COVID-15, after the 21 day upgrade.
I'm trying to
eat sugar.
Shar,
time for Shar, the business lady of Boulay, guys. If you ain't had a massage
in your life
from Charnay Pierre, it's gonna change your whole life. Okay, so yes, at her name is Time for Shar. She's on the chat. Wave at us, sis. Okay.
LaMonica's on here, y'all.
Hey, LaMonica!
Go follow her. Go ask her about that Nana Pudding. I'm not playing. LaMonica, I couldn't
Look,
get any.
Shar said, yeah, that Nana Pudding.
Yeah, I could. Shar had some. Yup, see, she's in the comments. I couldn't have any because I'm trying to get my life. But apparently, it's amazing. Oh, my sister said excess. Yes, Jay is drinking the excesses. That's from A-Boss Legacy.
That's A-Boss Legacy.
It's a natural energy drink. Yes. Vitamin B12, all them flavors in it. But
yes, root beer. It's my fix because I'm not drinking sodas.
Okay. Yes.
So what was the question?
So it was a comment. Oh wait, hold on, wait.
We got comments coming.
Okay, I'm getting my massage in a couple weeks. Can't wait.
Yes.
I love us supporting each other.
That's right. Shout out to Black businesses.
Somebody said I had a big. Oh no, I know that ain't somebody. That is Janelle. She said I had a big wedding. And hold on, let's see. I'm grateful for it, but I wish I would have spent that money on a longer, more extravagant honeymoon.
Come on.
That part. It still would have been less than my wedding.
Because you gotta think about it. If we've been together for a whole year and we ain't had none, who went on a honeymoon for a weekend?
Right. I'm gonna need a couple of days.
I'm out. Might come back with a baby in me.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how it's supposed to be. What did Nisha say? Did it comment go away?
Nope. It said, I don't think it's about the healing. I think it's about not making the same mistakes again, possibly, and which comes off as we are treating the next like our past. So basically, like,
that's good, sis.
Yeah. So really, the idea is the idea is just healing from your past before you try to move on to anybody else. But I'm keeping myself not. Of course, healing is important, but I just can't just give everybody my goods. You know, I want to give my husband the prize. Right. I feel like if we're gonna go through this life together, I feel like you deserve the best of me and not the rest of me.
That's right.
So that's what I'm doing.
That's good. And like how you kind of want to be presented to him. Like I don't want to be in a situation where I gotta cut people off, or I gotta go get a test, or I gotta, like all of those things gotta happen because now I met him. Like you kind of want to already be in that. What?
I'm sorry. Janelle said, "Listen, I left my wedding dress on the bathroom floor." Janelle.
Exactly. See, we spending bands on shoes, etc. or whatnot. Let's keep it real cute. We gonna spend that money at another time. Okay. If that 10 bands that you was gonna take to put on that wedding, let's take it and put it in the house. Let's take it and invest it in a business. Let's take it and let's build some stuff. Like let's do something for the future kids. Like let's give back. I don't know. Like let's go on a European tour for a month on a honeymoon. But yeah, like when you like break up with a guy or whatever, like how soon is it too soon to jump into another relationship with somebody? You know what I'm saying? Like I think that we do have a tendency to not necessarily be like single and like want to be, but you want to have companionship. You want to have that comfort. You want to be, with the opposite sex or whatever case may be. And that's fine. But as far as like being intimate with them and, rushing to do certain stuff.
But let me clarify something.
Go ahead.
We're all humans.
Amen.
You're going to want sex.
Yes.
From either a man's going to want it or women. Y'all look at Maddie photobombing. So we're not saying that you're not gonna desire sex. Okay,
Yeah, nah, it's
basically the thing about being like, my faith is I'm a Christian. I believe in God, I follow God, right? So I feel like there's always gonna be temptation, whether you're trying to abstain from sex or try not to eat these Doritos or these Krispy Kreme. You're always gonna have temptation, but you also need to have discipline. And I'm just choosing to focus my discipline in another area.
Right.
So there are guys who definitely want sex. All of them do. It's just how, like, whether they're willing to wait for you or if they're willing to respect you. So yes, LaMonica, you did say I haven't met a man who didn't want sex. So yeah,
no,
like,
I think.
Oh, come on,
that if you find a man that's spiritually on the same level as you and wants to wait just like you, talking about it is not even going to be. It's not even. That's not
it ain't exactly.
If I meet somebody that is for God and is, serious about the things of God and is serious about holding on, just like me, then it wouldn't be a problem. Be like, hey,
I feel like
I like you too. Okay,
but some people ain't on that
same conversation.
Some people ain't on that same spiritual
so that's
level.
why it's important to
levels. There's levels
be with
to
someone, and it's hard, but it's important to meet someone on the same level, so that you don't have to go through that. Oh, but I want to wait, and he doesn't. And this is stressful.
Because we talked about this already. So the gray area, gray. Because
it's hard.
There are guys who are trying to
tall, dark-skinned, 6'5" dudes that love God. They got a little hood in them.
Right.
If y'all know them, bring them over here.
If y'all know them, bring them over here. Wow. We talked about this gray area because there are guys who are in church, who Christians, okay? Like, because now we on this whole wave where everybody's spiritual. I don't do religion. I don't do church. I'm spiritual though, but can't quote a scripture to save their life. So how are we spiritual? Like, because what Pastor Brian calls it, life scriptures, like scriptures that you go to when you know that you get ready to fall off the bandwagon. Like scriptures that you like. For me, one of my scriptures that I go to is Proverbs 31 and 31, Proverbs 31, or Ephesians 5, because I'm like when I'm literally like dating a dude, I'm waiting to see if he's going to be that Ephesians 5 man. Like if he's going to present me to the altar without spot, blemish, or wrinkle, if he's going to, like court me, date me, pursue me, if he's going to love me like Christ loved the church, like if he's going to have those characteristics, he can still be a little, like, ain't nobody saying he got to be perfect, but be on your way. Like some of these guys, it's like they know you Christian, like they know we Christians, right? They know we Christians. They out here like, well, I'm on a fast too. I said I wasn't doing X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 blah. But then be ready to take your drop. Like, I mean, we ain't having sex, but let me taste it. Like, no, that's still sex. Like, that's the same thing. Like, how can you? That's what I mean by integrate, because I definitely believe there are Christian guys out there or whatever, and they just not on the same, like, but that's lukewarm. I talked about that before too. Like, God don't like lukewarm. He either wants you either gonna be on your way to hell or you on your way to heaven. There is no in between. So if I say, look, I ain't really having sex right now, you know what I'm saying? Are you cool with that? Like, I still want to be able to come over, kick it with you, kiss on you a little something, you know what I'm saying? But can you control yourself?
So here's the thing about
keep
that.
It in there.
This is where we're about to have a little conflict. Okay. So she just said, mind you, she gonna come over, kiss a little bit. Sis, ain't no kissing a little bit with no man. He gonna want to take a lot of it out.
I mean, once we get past the preliminaries, there has to be some level of intimacy. Like, we can't go.
Okay, but you can't be
8 months without like being intimate with one another.
Yes, you can, but you need to be out. Like Pastor Andy said, you gotta be out and about, date. Like,
yes, for the first season, I'm cool with that season.
Okay,
like in the beginning.
Well,
and then I'm gonna go home. But we can't watch. You can't be around me long enough to watch a movie. I can't lay on you.
To my Netflix and chilling with somebody.
If we 5 months into dating and we exclusively dating, we seriously, doing it's me and him.
Chilling with nobody in the
most guys don't make it to this point because dudes can't make it to a season. But if we are exclusively dating and we on the same page with that or whatnot, and I trust you to come over and we can like say he want to cook. Like, let's I'm gonna cook dinner or whatever. Come through, let's eat. Like we can't go the entire time and be out the whole 8 months. Like, Jesus Christ, like, at some point, I'm going to want to watch Spider-Man in the Spider-Verse and lay on the couch and be right here with you, like.
Nah, sis.
Like, what's up? And then 12:30, I'm going to go home.
Nah, let me tell y'all something. Any man with something down there, or women, because it's not always men that want it.
Hey, man. Some of y'all out here,
you're not gonna be here at my house at 12 o'clock in the morning. We watching Into the Spider-Verse. Yeah, we're gonna be into something, but it ain't gonna be the Spider-Verse.
But I'm just saying,
you just gotta know your limit.
Basic curfew right there. Like when you was 16, 17, you hung out with dudes from like 6 in the evening to about 12 at night, and then you went home.
Well, that's when you were not being conscious of your sex life.
I'm being conscious of it, but I still want to be able to have an intimate.
If you agree with Jay that it's okay to be intimate with somebody
after a certain point,
12 a.m.
After a certain point,
ain't nothing open but legs and Waffle House.
12:30, you go home.
Ain't nothing open but legs and Waffle House.
That's where self-control has to kick in. That's where discipline has to kick in. Like if we are saying that we're on the same page about this, that, and the third. And I have done it. I have dealt with the dude off and on for 3 years. We've never been sexually active. I have gone to his house and we've been watching a movie and both of us done fell asleep.
Okay.
It's possible.
She said off and on, right?
Off and on.
We're talking about intentionally dating someone.
And it should be the same. If we are intentionally dating somebody and we done made it past the threshold.
Because you already got that spark, you already got that energy, so you telling me you could withhold.
We gonna have to keep that energy. Keep that same energy.
No, right. LaMonica said no ma'am. No ma'am for me too. I know.
So y'all just gonna go the whole relationship and not spend no long time.
You can have a long time, but not at 12:30 in
the morning.
So what's the
time? So we talking about 9:30? Like we go home at 9:30?
If your mama come over, it's okay.
Oh hell. No, absolutely not. Like,
because you put yourself in position, you can still watch a movie with somebody in the daylight. It's different. Like, okay, so if a guy was here, y'all watch a movie in the daylight, cool. But as soon as that light's out, then your body start doing type of things at 12:30.
I do not agree with you. I think that temptation would be a lot harder at a certain period of the day. But something got to give, bro. Like
she said, wait, if y'all are on the same page, sure. But if it's a struggle between the two, absolutely not. I'm just gonna say this, okay? If you feeling somebody, y'all energies connect, which is totally fine. You telling me at 12:30 in the morning, y'all gonna be okay? Now,
what we got? Spiritual level.
There's a difference between going home at midnight and going to visit with midnight.
Oh yeah, no. So I'm saying like we already done been together. So we done planned this. Like he hit me up on a Tuesday and he like, babe, I'm thinking we should just like kick it this weekend. Like come through, I'm cook. Oh, okay, cool.
For the weekend, y'all spend the weekend together?
No, like it's Saturday night, like it's Saturday, and he like, let's kick it for the weekend, or let's kick it on Saturday. And I'm like, okay, cool. And or we can even go as far as like, what if he having a cookout or something? You know what I'm saying? And it's a couples thing and everybody there. And then afterwards I stay to help clean, or like I can't clean and wash a dish and he walk up behind me and kiss me on my cheek or something.
That's totally fine.
What's up with
what time you go home?
Where do we show intimacy at?
That's fine. Where you touch on your little booty or something?
Right, grab a booty. I need to know that you grab a booty.
But what time are you going home? She said,
no, he got to go home. He can't stay.
I believe okay. I love all the diversity in the comments. I believe that premarital sex is okay. You have to know, you have to know, to me, what you're getting into in all levels of intimacy with the person, not just on a couple's level. And if the car doesn't work, trade it in for a newer model.
See, anybody got time.
Seriously, there's a lot of couples. Hold on, wait. There are a lot of couples who have sex before marriage, and they are extremely happy and have a great, healthy relationship, and they do. It's not paragraph. Okay, so here's the thing about that. I love your opinion and I love your perspective.
I need to know.
I'm not a car, so
yeah. Take my word for it. It's good.
No. I'm not a car, but what I will say is, when you definitely trust God, right?
None of that kisses.
Right. When you definitely trust God and you actually put Him in your relationship, I feel like you don't have to come out. That's like basically testing your spirituality. Like you're trying to tell me that you don't trust God enough that He's going to satisfy your needs sexually.
Come on.
But He can make this whole planet. He can put all this together. He can't help you find your sexual compatibility.
Come on,
I think that sometimes we do that, or we say that like an old mentality to justify. Yeah, like, oh, it's okay. But guess what? Sometimes couples who have sex for a long time live together. Where's your ring, or where's your commitment to? Is that man willing to commit to you? He's not, because I did it before. I'm not trying to be judgmental, but I did it before. I lived with this man. I had sex with this man. I had a child with this man. He actually proposed to me after I said, I'm not going to have sex with you anymore, because I was on a different journey. Like, I didn't say it like that, but my spirituality increased, and that's when he popped out a ring.
Right.
You, like my grandma used to say, nobody's going to buy a cow, they get the milk for free.
Amen.
And sometimes you have to value yourself to realize, okay, I'm better than this. If this man is not willing to wait for me, then like, what is it? You know what I'm saying? But to each his own, and definitely there are marriages people who have sex and they have extremely healthy marriages, and that is totally okay. I'm just saying from my perspective.
For the majority of people, that's not the way the cookie crumbles for majority. And I think the older you get, the more that becomes like so say that you started really seriously dating in like your 30s or whatnot. Like, you might actually come across a guy in his 30s who may be mature enough to like, like be like, oh, we're gonna get married or whatever, blah, 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 blah. But for the majority of us, we've been wanting to be married since we was 20 something, 23, 25, 28. We done been in these long-term relationships with guys 4 years, 5 years. Most females have spent the better half of their 20s catering to a man, in a relationship with a man, trying to fix a man, or trying to prove that we are worth being with, or trying to like show them or whatever that we're the prize for some reason. Like, I don't know.
And LaMonica did have a point too.
Yeah, what's that?
You know, couples who have waited and now they are now divorced. And I believe your sister said, but not all of us view God and religion the same. Definitely, I agree with everybody. Like, well, not everybody, but I agree that that yes, people who wait, they do get divorced. But sometimes you have to figure out what other components of their relationship didn't work out.
Right.
Waiting probably wasn't the problem. Maybe they didn't connect, as somebody was more controlling. Somebody they probably didn't agree financially. There are a lot of things, so we can't we can't just say, oh, they waited and they're divorced.
Yeah.
But we have to figure out like the whole thing. Like, sometimes waiting is not all that's
the whole thing. Yeah, because sex is not the biggest part of the relationship. Like, sex is minimal. Most people, like she said, don't even like, y'all gonna have sex or whatever, and then y'all gonna be fighting about who ain't paid a light bill,
right? Or
y'all gonna be fighting about who gonna watch the kids this weekend because you want to go do what you want to do, or he take care of everything financially, but he feel like it's your place to be the wife because he pay for everything. Like, the sex is the minimum. We're just talking about sex as far as like when you are first initially, we do it wrong. We don't get to know the person. We don't get to understand what their flaws are. We don't get to know if they're in purpose. We don't get to see if they handle pressure well, how they act under pressure. Are they angry? Do they love their mama? Like, we don't get to see any of that because we too busy. Oh, he was fine. He was cute. Oh, we got a little alcohol in us, and then we turned up, and it was good. It was good. And now you want to be like, oh no, his mama and him, they get into it, but he loved his mama. He just was playing with her. Or you start making up excuses or red flags, or trying to figure out ways to justify why he is or why you are the way you are, because y'all didn't take the time to really see if y'all are compatible.
Yeah. First, let's say happy birthday to Kayla J.
Hey, happy birthday, Kayla J.
She's on the live.
Hi, Kay. That's my cousin. Hey,
so
girl.
Kayla J, she's amazing.
Happy birthday. Yes.
Go follow her too.
Radio station. What's the radio?
Personality.
Radio personality.
Just go follow her. You're going to find out.
90 something point something, but she pops. She pops. What we got here?
LaMonica was saying.
What you saying?
She said sex was a huge part, and that's sex is just a huge part, along with finances and communication. Talk about the sex. What are you down for? Not down for? Willing to explore? Yes, I feel like a lot of things you have to build a good foundation, and that's just point blank period. Like, we're not up here to say that sex is the only reason I'll engage.
Don't stay over.
I'm not saying like sex is the only reason I'll be with or without somebody. What I'm saying is, it's just my preference. Like, I'm going to wait until marriage, And there are men who will wait for you.
Amen.
And who will wait. Actually, it helps when the men are
leading
and are like, okay, sure, I'll do that. You know, because sometimes they value themselves.
Ooh, that's so sexy.
And honestly,
sexy
a man with discipline is sexy.
Listen, that guy I was talking about, the reason why I want him so much is because he won't give it to me. When I was like, literally, you know, like, that's a real statement. Like, because I just started this journey last year, but I've known him for 3 years. And there was several times where we would get together, where we would kick it. And we would literally, it's so much good energy. Like, so the vibe be good, you know, like we laugh, we sing, we dance, we eat, everything great. And then he be like, I don't want my heart to get broke. You know, and I'm like, wait, what happened? You know, like, what happened? Or like, it's just great to be around somebody who don't want that from you or whatever. It does. It makes a guy look way more attractive when they are trying to restrain. When they get a little,
because let me tell you something, you're gonna have
they still keep it to themselves. And like, let me go take a walk.
Right. You're gonna want to do it. We're not saying that people are not want to do it. I understand that. Like, men are gonna want to have sex with you, like when they're in a relationship or not. Mm-hmm. Like, that's just part of life. That's part of why we're here. Like,
I want him to want to.
You want somebody to want
somebody
you,
to want you.
So,
because then we're gonna have a problem. We're gonna have other questions.
We're gonna have other questions. So, and yes, she said there are a lot of men who will wait. Yes, there are, but it depends on if you're gonna be patient enough and value yourself enough to wait and find, like, let him find you. Or sometimes you gotta be out there, like,
Roof in the field.
People be joking with me like, oh, you always out and about. Actually, with COVID, it has decreased tremendously. But yes, like, my husband ain't gonna break into the house.
Right.
Like, what you mean? He ain't about to break in.
Like, sis had, like, she be doing, like, the group, what is it? Group meetup.
Go to the park. Like,
because it's not necessarily, like, online dating, you know, like, but you can meet people. I think Nife hit on that.
You meet people, like, with what you're doing in life. Yeah. Like, I like to dance and I like to go on nature walks.
Right.
You'll find somebody that also like to go on nature walks too. Or if your friend like, you know what, I got a friend who like to do what you do.
Right.
Sometimes you have to explore what you like. Being single, you get to find out who you are.
Yes.
And that makes you more attractive as well when you know who you are.
And you know what you don't want. Like, when you're single, you just know what you don't want. Like, it's just like there's a freedom that's attached to not having sex with somebody, because then your judgment isn't clouded. Because if we be real, sex is great. That energy is, especially if it's like I was telling someone last week or whatever, like, for me, it ain't even necessarily the sex. It's the intimacy. It's the conversation. It's the lead up to the sex. It's like, oh, he made me laugh. Oh, we can talk about anything. Blah, 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 blah. Ooh, when he rubs feet. Ooh,
she's talking about foreplay, y'all.
All of the good stuff that come with it. Not just like, oh, what you doing? Yeah, come through. Like, no, that's not. As you get older, you know what you want, what you don't want. Because I didn't understand how I used to could just sleep with a guy and just be gone. Like, all right. And then he be confused, like it'd be a shot to his ego, like, well, why she ain't called? Like, he thought he was doing something, and it was good. You did that, but nothing else was keeping me there. Like, sex don't keep certain females or whatever. It's got to be something more. So it's like intimacy and getting to really know somebody, and then the waiting, that's gonna make it all the more better when you actually do get it on and pop it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just,
so definitely Char was like fruit in the field. I feel like you were just,
come on, Ruth in the field.
You said fruit in the field.
Oh, fruit in the field. We'll take that too.
I think she was basically like when I was talking about doing what you like, and then like being out there. Yeah. So some people, like, honestly, you gotta realize your husband ain't gonna break in your house.
You're not. You gotta get out.
So I'm saying not COVID situation, like, but be safe, but not be out here.
Beat your eyes.
Right.
Make sure your eyes look good, because your mask
sometimes.
Your mask gonna be on, so all he gonna be able to really see is this, right? So you want to make sure your brows is on fleek. Make sure that's straight. You know what I'm saying? Beat all of this, because ain't no point in putting all this on.
You gonna have to.
Nah. You go to like most people meet somebody at the grocery store, or like beat your eyes. You put that mask on. You want to be like in the car, like.
Oh my God.
How you doing?
She said put makeup on half of your face.
Half your face, bitch.
Done.
Eyebrows on fleek. Yeah, you gotta be out here in the field. Like, I think, we talk a lot about Ruth. Ruth was in the field gleaming, and Boaz was like, oh, who that over there? Chocolate Thunder. But like, what positive things are like, okay, so our field back in the day would be the club.
Yeah.
Our field would
be at somebody's reggae.
Yeah, or like at the house party. Like, that's the club, like that's the field back in the day. Layman's term, like 20s or whatever. Yeah. But now what's the field? Like and now with COVID, what is the field?
You just have to really, like, when you're single, like Jay said, your famous quote, singleness is not a what?
Singleness is not a prison. Come on.
It's not. Yeah. So, like, when you realize that and you realize, okay, I'm on this world for a purpose. I'm on this world to do great. Like, you begin to glow and you may attract the person that you want. Like, that's good. Sometimes, like, you're trying to force something, but when you start to glow and you start to live in your purpose, you start to, like, be the best version of yourself. Yeah. You will attract who you need or who God wants for your life. And not to make this all spiritual with our talks, but I mean, it's in us, okay? It is. That's our walk. That's our journey. Yeah. So I hope it does not offend anybody, like, when we talk about God and everything. However,
he's a lot to do with when you love the Lord, it's hard to sin. Like, that conviction. It's a different type of conviction.
Let me share a personal testimony with y'all right now, right?
Look at me
before you start.
I guess
that's what being a Christian is all about. Yeah. When you are doing things you're not supposed to, God convicts you.
Yeah.
Holy Spirit. God don't convicts you, then you have to question your creed if you are really a Christian, because that's the difference between a Christian and a non-Christian. Yep. A Christian, we do things because we are all sinners, right? But there's a difference between sinning every single day without conviction, without saying, "Dang, I shouldn't be doing that." Yeah. And there's because I remember when I wasn't a Christian, where I used to have sex with whoever, and it was no big deal, and I didn't feel bad about it. Yeah. Right. But then when you're a Christian, you like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. God help me! You need to send me somebody.
I'm gonna share a personal testimony for y'all real fast.
So if you don't feel convicted and you're having sex before marriage, you're probably not a Christian. Sorry.
Or you're not like, your relationship with God isn't strong. Yeah. It's not strong.
Well, okay, so this is true. I'm gonna share a funny testimony for y'all real fast. Okay. PB, y'all wait. Pastor Brian Bullock. Y'all go follow him. Go follow him right now.
His Tuesday legacy prayer was dope.
Yes, living for legacy.
This morning, go get the book. We curse breakers out here.
We are two single young women living for our purpose, living for legacy. Okay, so I'm gonna share a funny story with y'all, right? Oh, so when I first started, like, well, in my mind, because in my mind, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna wait, do it. Y'all, some reliable, and we, had this situation happen.
Had a situation come up.
And it wasn't even bad, it wasn't even a bad experience, right? It was blessed. But when I got home, I was crying. I was like, oh, Lord, why? I wanted to do the right thing. And then I just let this person trap me. Yeah, it's not even the person, it's you. You the one went over there, okay?
You gotta take accountability for your part.
Right.
Yeah, you do. And that's hard.
Right. And so I feel like that moment when I was crying, I was like, okay, fine. I'm just going for real, like, really get, like, sold out to the purpose of it and sold out to it, because, like, nobody wants to have that feeling like, it's supposed to be fun, but it wasn't fun.
It's not fun no more. Like, it's like, and then when you really start to, like, see certain, like, blessings, certain things start to happen, things start to trend, like, other aspects of life start to just shift left for you. You be like, I don't even want to piss God off, because he's doing his thing right now, and you are a distraction. And that's what the devil does. The devil is the master of, like, distraction. Like, he will throw something, like, somebody will text your phone that you ain't even talk to it, like, slide in your DMs, you be like, where he come from? Like, what's up?
You know what?
Show up 6 months into my journey talking about what's up. No. What is up? What you want?
Proud of us.
Oh, thank you.
Y'all.
We love
TV, y'all.
TV really coming for us.
You know.
We really appreciate that.
We really appreciate it.
You're proud of us. We be like, thank you.
We doing good because it's a journey, okay? We trying
hard. I don't want to, but I got to because, like, and then, you know, you start to think about it from a standpoint of David and Goliath. Sorry to go biblical on y'all, but some things are generational. Some things are just in the bloodline. Like, I know that my grandma was about that life until she died. Because when my grandma was alive, she was on the highway to heaven, okay? And back in the day, apparently she was on the highway to hell. I don't know what happened. But, you know, like, it's just like certain stuff, you just be like, oh, dang, so I get that from my grandma. Oh, dang, I get that from my daddy. Oh, dang, I got a little promiscuousness in me from y'all, from stuff that y'all didn't take the time to fix, and it's just coming through me. And I got a daughter, and I'll be darned if she gonna be out here.
She's a curse breaker, okay?
I'm shutting down. So if it's dependent upon me to set a standard and to set the foundation so that my baby knows that, okay, mom was a little bit about this life, so she got a little wisdom in this area. If God said, sis, if you shut it down right now and you stop doing it, then you're gonna set the foundation for your daughter, and because I basically made it to 18. So I ain't worried about that. I'm worried about after 18. Yeah. Or we already have to deal with the sin, and we come in this world encased in this body and it's flesh, and we have to deal with that. Yeah. So adding on to things like that, we block our own blessings. We set our own self up for shenanigans or whatever. So what can I do right now that might affect her? That might set her up for greatness. What curses, what can I shut down? Yeah. You know, like, and it don't have to be sexual. It could be anything. Like some people's family struggle with alcohol. Some people struggle with drug addiction. Some people struggle with lying. Some people struggle, like, y'all know somebody right now who daddy was an alcoholic and now they're alcoholic. Y'all know somebody right now whose son, me and my sister were just having this conversation the other day. We know somebody who do coke right now. But they brother do coke. They daddy do coke. Their granddaddy did coke. It's in the bloodline. So shut it down.
It's up to you to break. Like, and it needs to be up to you to break all generational curses. Like,
exactly.
Even if you don't make them all, like, start somewhere. So I feel like for me, I feel like I'm doing this journey, this waiting journey for I have a 14-year-old son. I know y'all have been thinking I'm lying, but I promise you I had him. I pushed him out. I promise you.
They look
alike. So, like, I'm not, like, I would love for him to keep himself until marriage. I do know men who has done it.
Amen.
But it's harder for me to say, son, you know, I know these girls going to be coming after you, but you got to keep it right. As a single mom, how can I tell this child to practice waiting if I'm out here?
Exactly.
So